Imagine spending years, or even decades behind bars for a crime you didn't commit. It's a nightmare no one should face, yet wrongful convictions happen more often than we think. Today, I'm diving into some of the most shocking cases of innocent people being wrongly convicted and the broken justice system that failed them. One of the most infamous wrongful convictions in U.S. history is the Central Park Five. In 1989, 5 Black and Latino teenagers were accused of assaulting and raping a jogger in New York's Central Park. Despite no physical evidence, false confessions obtained under coercion led to their convictions. They spent years in prison before the real perpetrator confessed in 2002. This case exposed the dangers of racial bias, media influence, and coerced confessions. Can you imagine losing 45 years of your life for a crime you didn't commit? That's exactly what happened to Richard Phillips. In 1971, he was convicted of murder based on false testimony. It wasn't until 2018 that new evidence cleared his name, making him the longest-serving wrongfully convicted inmate in U.S. history. His case is a heartbreaking example of how unreliable testimony can destroy lives. Amanda Knox's case is proof that wrongful convictions aren't just a U.S. issue. In 2007, the American exchange student was convicted in Italy for the murder of her roommate, Meredith Kircher. The case was filled with media sensationalism, police errors, and a flawed forensic investigation. After 4 years in prison, she was finally exonerated, but the damage to her life was already done. The case of Walter McMillian is one of the most well-known wrongful convictions, thanks to Bryan Stevenson's book and the film Just Mercy. McMillian, a black man, was sentenced to death in 1988 for a murder he did not commit based on false testimony. With no physical evidence against him, his conviction was later overturned after 6 years on death row. His case highlights the racial injustices and flaws in the U.S. justice system. So why do these injustices happen? Here are the biggest causes of wrongful convictions. False confessions. Intense interrogations can lead innocent people to admit to crimes they didn't commit. Eyewitness misidentification. Memory isn't perfect, and mistaken identity is a leading cause of wrongful convictions. Police and prosecutorial misconduct, corruption, hiding evidence, and unethical practices can send the wrong people to prison. Faulty forensics, junk science, and misinterpreted DNA evidence have played major roles in wrongful convictions. Racial bias. Studies show that Black and Latino defendants are more likely to be wrongfully convicted. The good news? Organizations like the Innocence Project are fighting every day to overturn wrongful convictions. But we still need major reforms, including better interrogation practices, no more coercing false confessions, reformed eyewitness testimony rules, lineups and procedures need to be more accurate, holding prosecutors accountable. They must face consequences for misconduct, using reliable forensic science, no more junk science in courtrooms. Wrongful convictions destroy lives, and they can happen to anyone. These stories are just the tip of the iceberg. Do you think the justice system does enough to prevent wrongful convictions? Let's talk about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more legal insights. Stay informed, stay vigilant.